what I do, how I work with my existing customers.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this up. Keep it in the back.
That'll work. You guys hear me now?
Is that better in the back?
I have a PowerPoint that I prepared just kind of show some of the typical projects that we do, the customers that we work with, and most importantly, if anybody has any questions, chime in whenever. This will pop up. So, like I said, most of our work, I would say 50%, is done at universities. Over the last 5 or 6 years, I would say the vast majority of universities across the U.S. have implemented some type of permanent fall protection program. It's kind of interesting that I think Ohio State was one of the first to really start to put something into effect. It was the first university that I'm aware of that put a campus-wide requirement that all of their new construction, all of the re-roofs, everything has a permanent system put onto the roofs, onto their buildings, into the interior of their buildings. It's in their campus-wide design standards. They're actually going through trying to retrofit a number of their buildings. This is the project that we did last year on the stadium. The stadium's been there for 120 years. They're just now getting around to installing a permanent fall protection system on the towers. It's going to be used by, it is used by the maintenance personnel and by the state patrolmen during the games. Like I said, the universities seem to be kind of the leader as far as building owners go, or institutions in implementing these programs. Beyond that, I would say the next biggest user of our systems would be medical facilities, and then the federal government itself. The White House, for example, has about 2 miles of permanent fall protection cable on the rooftop. Multiple systems for their Secret Service to use for up there. They've recognized the liability that goes on there and just implemented something starting about 10 years ago on all the White House, all the cabinet buildings. So like I said, I'll just kind of go through it. Already went through an introduction of what it is that I do. Some common areas of concern. It may be rooftops, it may be building interiors, it may be manufacturing facilities, it may be a contractor out on the job site. I travel to a lot of job sites, help make recommendations for contractors. I'll walk the interiors of manufacturing facilities, make recommendations there, and then we're going to, based off that recommendation, either sell a product or do an installation of a product and make sure that everything's up to code. I have some examples of companies that we've worked with and what we've implemented there. I'll use some good and bad examples, and there's also some examples of settlements that have come. Lots of times the settlements involve us actually coming out on the site. That's when we get involved when something bad has happened. So I have some examples of that, and then just any questions that anybody has as we run through. Technical issue number 1. So this is actually given to a lot of our customers. This helps them identify areas of concerns. This handout is actually geared primarily towards rooftop fall protection. Rooftop it counts for about 75% of our business.